Disciplining your mind is a journey that begins within, with a single, unwavering goal. It's about harnessing the scattered thoughts, the fleeting distractions, and the restless energy that fill our lives, and gathering them into a powerful force, focused and determined. Imagine waking up each morning with a purpose so clear that every action, every decision, and every moment is infused with meaning. This is the power of a clear goal, and it is the secret to unlocking the highest levels of achievement and fulfillment. Let's take a moment to journey into the story of Ayan, a young man living in a bustling city who dreamed of becoming a marathon runner. But Ayan was not an athlete. He was an ordinary office worker, burdened by deadlines, distracted by social media, and overwhelmed by the constant noise of city life. Yet, deep within, he harbored an extraordinary dream: to cross the finish line of a marathon, arms raised in triumph, proving not just to the world, but to himself, that he could achieve the seemingly impossible. It all began on a chilly morning when Ayan found himself breathless after climbing just a few flights of stairs. Frustrated, he realized that his mind and body were not in harmony. He saw others running in the park, their faces serene, their steps light. That's when he made a decision, a simple, clear goal: run a marathon in 1 year. But a goal is just the beginning. Discipline is the bridge that connects a goal to its realization. Ayan knew this. He started small. Each morning, he would wake before dawn, lacing up his shoes while the world slept. The bed was warm, the temptation strong to stay beneath the covers, but his goal was stronger. He wrote it down on a piece of paper and stuck it to his door. Run the marathon, 1 year from today. Every day, he reminded himself of this goal. When his friends invited him out late at night, he remembered the promise he made to himself. When rain tapped against his window and the city was blanketed in grey, he put on his jacket and ran anyway. There were days his legs ached, when fatigue pulled at his resolve. But he kept going. Because the power of a clear goal is not just in the words, but in the commitment it demands. Ayan's journey was not just physical, it was mental. He learned to quiet the doubting voice inside his head, the voice that whispered, "You're not a runner. You'll never make it." He replaced it with words of encouragement. Each step is progress. Each day you are stronger. He visualized the finish line, the crowd cheering, the medal around his neck. Disciplining the mind, Ayan discovered, is like training a muscle. It requires repetition, patience, and belief. He practiced mindfulness, learning to bring his attention back whenever it wandered. During his runs, he focused on his breath, the rhythm of his feet, the sway of the trees. He learned to let go of distractions, to stop scrolling endlessly through his phone, and to say no to things that did not serve his goal. As the months passed, Ayan's discipline grew. He faced setbacks, a twisted ankle, a week of illness, moments of self-doubt. But each time, he returned to his goal. He adjusted his plan, rested when necessary, but never gave up. The goal on his door remained, a silent witness to his journey. Finally, the day of the marathon arrived. The air was electric with anticipation. Thousands of runners gathered at the starting line, each with their own story, their own reasons for being there. As the race began, Ayan's heart pounded with excitement and nerves. The road stretched ahead, long and uncertain. The first miles were easy, adrenaline carrying him forward. But as the distance grew, so did the challenge. His legs burned, his breath came in gasps, doubts crept in. But Ayan remembered his training, his discipline. He focused on the next step, then the next. He drew strength from the months of preparation, from every early morning, every sacrifice. At mile 20, when exhaustion threatened to overwhelm him, he thought of his goal. He pictured himself crossing the finish line, not just as a runner, but as someone who had mastered his mind. With determination, he pushed forward. The cheers of the crowd grew louder. The finish line came into view.
As he crossed it, arms raised in triumph, Ayan felt a surge of pride, not just for completing the marathon, but for the person he had become. The disciplined mind, he realized, is the key to achieving any goal, no matter how daunting. It is not about perfection, but persistence. It is about setting a clear goal, committing to it fully, and refusing to let distractions or setbacks derail you.
The story of Ayan is a reminder to us all. When you discipline your mind and pursue a clear goal with unwavering commitment, you unlock a power within yourself greater than any obstacle you may face. Set your intention, nurture your discipline, and watch as your dreams become reality.